Okay, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Advanced Bukku Accounting Software Training today. So my name is Cindy, will be the trainer for today's sections. So today we'll be looking into a deep dive to how to utilize the specific module in Bukku, which is we never cover in our basic training. Okay, so let me have a quick introduction for today's section. So today this session will be up to 1.5 hour. I'll be covering the features in control panel, some transaction record using the sales module, Bukku Connect function, our inventory system support, and the payroll file import function, and the step and function in the fixed asset module. And next we'll have this flow stream module. And lastly, we'll have this Bukku Store function as well. So at the end, I'll be having a Q&A section. So later on, if you have any questions, you can actually write down your question in the chat box and then I'll be answer later lah. Okay. Okay, so let me have a live demo for today's sections. Okay. Okay. So I hope you can see my screen. I am sharing my Bukku accounting software, this dashboard. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, so before I start the session today, so I hope that every one of you is already Bukku user or at least already exploring or testing Bukku software or at least already joined before our basic user training, because today all these features and module that we're going to share is not covered in our basic training, so that we want to ensure that at least you have some idea what are the main and basic features and function in Bukku. And next thing is I'll be open multiple tab for the Bukku page in Bukku pages in multiple tab and even in multiple account as well, so that we can easy reference for all the function that I want to show you. So I hope that you can follow me lah. I will try my best as well. So the first thing, under the control panel, there are some features that I would like to go through. So first thing is this file manager. So what is file manager? So file manager, this refer to the file attachment that's stored in your Bukku account. It refer to the document that upload into your Bukku account. So usually, if you can recall, you will be uploading the document through the digital shoebox, or you actually attach yourself in this attachment section, right? Like this attachment section in the transaction. So at this control panel file manager, you also can upload all the documents that you want to use the system to keep. Just click this upload button to upload the document from your PC lah. And then next thing is, you can see this log symbol function, right? It means that already in use in your transaction. Whereas for those without log symbol, which means this attachment is not attached to any of your transaction yet. So what you can do here is you can click on it to view the document. And then you also can select multiple one for those without locking one lah. You can select multiple one to actually bulk delete as well. So this is what you can do here lah. And of course, and then all the document you upload to this Bukku account will be count towards to your quota as well. Okay, so this is the file manager that would like to share. So second thing is this recurring instruction. So what's recurring instruction is it can save your time by automating entry that happen on a regular basis, such as your monthly bill or subscription payment. So for example, if you need to create the same invoice every month to the same customer with the same details and amount, right? You can use this function because the system will help you automatically generate the invoice for you, even auto send out and share to your customer as well, so that you don't need to do it manually. So let me go through one example. For example, we have this business is condo management company. So I think you know that that usually the condo management you need to send out a monthly maintenance fees to a group of a house owner, something like that, right? So what you can do is create a new recurring instruction, and then here you can name the instruction for instruction. So here I'm going to name as this monthly maintenance for this garden condo. Okay, so here you can select the recurring transaction type that you want to the system to help you auto generate. So here got invoice, bill, and the others. So now I'm going to choose invoice, and then you want to create as a draft or pending work already. Okay, and this thing is just now what I mentioned, that you can get the system to straight away share to your customer as well. Not only create the transaction inside Bukku, and also straight away share the invoice to your customer as well. So you need to turn it on now. So now for this demo, I will just turn it off first. And then here is set your frequency. So let's say you want every month, first of the month, to ask the system to generate this invoice for you. Then you choose every 1 week. Of course, you can choose day, week, month, and year. And then here, choose the date that you want the invoice date. So here I remain as first. And then when you want to start this recurring instruction, so let's say I remain as this today. And then what is this post dating? So post dating, let's say I choose 2 days before, which means system will actually generate the invoice at once for you. Because today is already 7th of August, so 1st of August already passed, right? So the next recurring will be 1st of September. So when I choose 2 days before, which means the system will run the instruction on 30th of August, but then the invoice date will be still 1st of September. Okay, so this post dating. And about the batch processing, let's say I put 3 times. So my invoice date is still the 1st of September, but it will recurring for you in at once as well. For example, including the 1st of October one and the 1st of November one. So straight away generate 3 invoice in at once for you. So this is how you can utilize the post dating and also batch processing. And because now I want to show you straight away how it will run automatically. So today is 7, right? So let's say you want to run today is possible. So I choose today date. So later on it will run as today, and then run as the invoice date will be 7th of August. So I remain this now. This is my setting now. And here you just create your invoice as per usual. Here is something special is, let's say you want to send to a group of a house owner, right? So you can do the grouping at the contact module. So here I'm going to choose garden condo owner. Inside there's 4 owner here. So I just choose it. So which means this invoice will be sent out to 4 owners respectively. So later I will show you. So everything is just as per usual how you issue an invoice. So here I'm going to choose my monthly maintenance fee, and then of course you need to mention the date for the maintenance fee, right? Maybe from which month to which month, something like that, right? You can use this placeholder. So you can point to here, there are some example here. Okay, these are example here. So maybe I'm going to do this month, copy this month. Okay, I prefer to want to show a month, and maybe I want to show a year as well. Okay, so maybe I pick this one, and then I'll paste here. So later I'll show you how it will run by the system. So my pricing is 300, so I remain. So as per usual, everything is as per usual, and then now I click save because I run today, right? So system will ask you, are you sure want to run the instruction today? So I press OK. So once I okay, you can see the recurring instruction already created. So it will show that when is it the running lah. So you can see immediately because I run today. So you get the notification saying that already run. So of course it will show this notification as well lah. So now I refresh the same page. You can see the next running for this monthly maintenance fee for garden counter will be September 7. So here you can see grant through when your instruction will be running lah. So where's the invoice now? So because I save as invoice, right? So you go to sales invoice module. These are the 4 invoice I just run. Jackie, David, Shafi, and also Farah. These are the 4. So how it appear is I click view inside. Okay, so you can see it's follow what I done. So you can see just now I put the placeholder, right? It auto following your invoice date. So it auto show August 2025. And then here you will know that this invoice is created from this channel, which is recurring instruction. So you can trace back. So this is how the recurring instruction can help you to do to avoid those manual works. Okay. So next thing is I want to show this payment term. So in basic training, we guide that you can set the payment term, to create the payment term, to set the payment schedule, like let the customer know that within how many days you need to pay the invoice, something like that, right? Set the due date, right? So here you can actually also can get the system to auto generate the interest invoice, which is the interest charges on a customer overdue invoice. So which means the invoice already overdue and you want to charge the late payment interest, the late interest payment. So you can get the system to help you. So what you need to do is, for example, when you create a new payment term, you key in the necessary what payment term you want. Here is where you need to activate it and then key in the percentage. So maybe I show you my existing payment term with this late interest payment already activated. You can see I already activated 5%, and then you choose the interest account so that the interest will be parked into this account. So this is 5%. So what you're going to, how you can use it is, for example, when you issue invoice, you need to select the term, payment term in your invoice. So I will need to take this example, this invoice, I preview inside. you can see I already select this payment term here. So make sure you select the payment term here, and then you can see my invoice date is the 1st of May, right? So the due date was 30th of June. So already overdue. So now I want to charge them for late interest payment. So how you can do it is you can create the three dot beside this add new, run interest invoice. So now because it's August, I want to run for last month. So which is I remain here lah. So because my invoice just now was due on end of June, right? So for the July, it's already overdue. So I want to charge them for July's the interest payment. So my transaction date will be today. So which means my interest invoice will be dated today lah. So now I run it. You will receive notification how many late payment interest invoice is created. So how you can differentiate is you can see this percentage. So which means this is interest invoice. So this is what system runs. So transaction date is today date, and then I create view inside. So this is what system run for me. So this is just now the invoice that I show you 5,000 ringgit. So this is a formula. So let me show you the formula, like just let me paste here so that you have an idea. Maybe I paste this here. So the formula is actually principal times number of days times the percentage divided by 300 the 1 year days lah. Okay. So this is how the system calculate, you can see. So system will actually auto-calculate and then charge the customer how much of late interest payment that need to pay. So this is something that you can use if let's say you need to use these features. Okay. And next thing is this multi-currency that we'd like to share. Key. So our system also support multi-currency where you can issue invoice or any transaction in different type of currency, not just your home currency, which is usually is MYR lah. So here you come to control panel currency. Here where is for you to actually set up the frequent use currency first. So I have already set, I have this Singapore dollar and US dollar. Let's say you need another one, you can choose maybe for example Europe, you just like save like this. So the frequent use will be all here. Okay. And then here, what else you can do here is you can actually also customize the rate. So sometimes maybe some big company, they have their own policy, you have your own currency rate, right? You can actually customize as well. So for example, this USD, you create this custom rate. So by right, actually, our system will be auto pull the daily currency rate from a third party website, which is a recognized website lah. So you can see this is the daily pull by the system one. But of course, like just I mentioned, let's say you need to custom rate, you can do something like this. So you can see I already create two lah. For month of June, rate will be 4.3 instead of follow the third party website one, which is a recognized third party, or July one will be 4.5. You just add new and then choose the date range and then set the rate that you want lah. So this is where you can actually customize the rate based on your company policy. Let's say you need this, and how you're going to issue the invoice with this currency. You go to this invoice module. So maybe I go through one existing invoice. I have this is a foreign company, so I issue invoice to this foreign customer. So I create view inside. This is where you can actually choose the currency. So initially, usually default is your home currency, which is MYR, right? So you just choose accordingly. So just now our frequent use currency are all appear on the top. So because you can see my invoice date is June, right? So it follow my custom rate. So let's say just now you can see that I didn't set the custom rate for the May for the past month, like for example April or May, right? If let's say I choose 13th of May, for example, you can see the rate is auto pull out. But of course you can still customize it, no issue on that. Okay, so yeah, so this is how you can actually utilize the currency features. And then here, when you issue the invoice with the, for example, 100 USD, and then here it also will show your reference pricing in your home currency. And next thing is I want to share is with these features, right, when you're dealing with foreign currency transaction, system will auto calculate the unrealized gain and loss. So usually in traditional way or let's say there's no automation function, right, the accountant will be using the journal entry to actually to calculate and do the record for the unrealized gain and loss. So what happened is our system actually will auto calculate for you. So let's say you go through this report, unrealized exchange details report, you click inside, you can see this is the invoice I showed you just now. So here, when inside the report, it will compare to your transaction exchange rate to your current today exchange rate, and then show you what is the unrealized gain and loss for the transaction. So you can see this is the amount here lah. So of course, and then you go to the profit and loss report, you will see the amount here as well, the same amount here. And let's say you don't want to see this amount, you can actually untake this, include the unrealized gain and loss, no issue on that. So which means with this function, you don't need to do any manual journal entry because system will auto calculate for you. And then go back to the invoice, how will become a realized exchange gain or loss. So I go back to the invoice because now it's unpaid, right? That's why you will be having the unrealized gain and loss. So after you add payment, so let's say for example, this customer already made payment for me, I add payment, so now this is how I record payment lah. So the currency rate, I remain as the customer rate, that the rate pulled by the recognized third party. I just don't amend it, and then I just save this invoice. I pay this, I receive this USD 100, and then I click save. So when you click save, and then you check on the double entry, system will make it become the realized exchange loss or gain. So you can see this exchange loss or gain is done by the system as well. So you don't need to do any manual transaction as well. So this is what we have for the multi-currency features. Okay. And next thing still under control panel is this tag functions. So what is tag function is, if you need a breakdown report, you can use the tagging function to categorize your transaction, for example, by project, branches, or the other criteria. So here you can see I already create quite a number of tag group, for example, branch, division, project, and even salesperson. So this is my tag group. So I already assign a few individual tag under each tag group. So for example, now branch already created, right? So how you create the tag group, you just grab this tag group and then create the tag group lah. So I already create branches. So imagine now I want to add additional tag under this branch. I just create this, add the tag, and then choose the branch. Maybe I choose this KL, for example. I key in KL lah, and I save. So this is where you set up the tag first. So how you can utilize it, when you go to invoice, you create a transaction. Let's say I pick this example. Here, if you need to assign the tag. So let's say this sale transaction or any of the transaction, this is belong to Damansara branch sales, then you put the Damansara tag. Let's say this tag, this sales, it belong to Ipoh branch, then you put the Ipoh branch tag to this transaction. So this is how you tag to the transaction. So whatever that related to that branch or related to that project, remember assign the tag to that transaction. And then at the end, in the report, you can actually filter the tag. For example, the common one, profit and loss. Actually, all the report you can filter by tag. So for example, now profit and loss is as a whole company, right? So let's say you want to see how Damansara branch doing in terms of their profit and loss. You choose the tag, and then you can see this is just the profit and loss belong to branch Damansara. And also you can compare between the branches as well. Under comparison column, you choose a branch and the update. You will see side by side all the branches, their profit and loss respectively. So this is how you can utilize the tagging functions. And next thing is this custom field that we like to share. So custom field allow you to add extra details to your transaction and contact record, so that you can actually have the flexibility to capture the key information or tailor your document to suit your industry need. Because different business, different industry, we don't know what kind of information that you want to show it in your PDF invoice or any document. We unsure that because every business is different. So how you can do it is, we have two types. You create a new custom field. We have contact type and also transaction type. So let me go through contact type first. So let's say I take this membership number, contact type, I click view. So you key the name of the field, membership number, and then the type I select contact, and then the data type you can choose among the text, amount, date, and drop down. So let's say it's a drop down, then you can actually add a drop down listing lah, so that when you create the transaction, you can straight away choose accordingly the option that you want. Maybe later I'll show you. And then here you will see where you want to show the custom field in which document. So let's say this custom field membership you want to show in invoice, then you turn on for invoice. So this is for contact one. But before I show you transaction, maybe I show you the example. Where's the custom field for this contact type? So here you go to contact module. you click view inside to this contact. This is the custom field that will appear here. So you can see this membership number, policy number, this. So which means if on the PDF invoice later, it will show this membership number for this contact. So later I'll show you how is it look like. So this for custom field contact type. So come back to here for transaction type. Maybe I put this personal in charge transaction type view. So here this is a drop down one. So depends on the transaction. Maybe you need to show the PIC as additional field information to show on the PDF invoice, right? And every time you issue the invoice, you don't want to key in again, and instead you want to have a drop down for you to choose, you can use this method for this data type. And then same thing, I already show invoice and need to show in PDF as well. Sometimes it's for internal, then you can untick it. Let's say you want to show to the customer, you can tick on it, show in PDF. So now for the transaction, how it look like will be here. So same thing, I take this example lah, okay, this. So here is the custom field. Let me scroll down. So this is a custom field here inside the invoice. When you open new invoice or any transaction that you set to, so here I already set choose the follow-up date, the personal in charge I choose accordingly because I choose the drop-down type. Like let's say it's a free test, the data type is a free test, then I just type accordingly. You can type accordingly, then you click save. So how it looks like is, let me show you in the PDF invoice. This is how it will look like. Okay, just give me a moment, let it to come out. So you can see here, the transaction type custom field will be appearing here. So which is why we mentioned that give you the flexibility to show additional information. So personal in charge student name is here. This is just an example lah. For the contact type will be around your customer name. The membership number is here. So this is about the custom field. So next thing is this, okay, price level that we'd like to share. So price level is about allow you to customize your product pricing for specific customer group, individual customer, time period, or minimum order quantity. So which means something like you want to let the customer to enjoy special pricing instead of the default pricing that you set in the product and services module. You want the system to help you to remember this kind of special pricing so that you don't need to key in again and again. So how you can do it is, here you set up the price level first. So let's say you can say I have three dealer price, loyal customer, VIP price. You just create new only and then name the price level. So once you've done this price level, and then what you can do is go to contact module. Let's say I use this example, 1 playground syndrome per heart. You click view. This is where you assign the price level. So I already assign loyal customer to this 1 playground syndrome per heart. Okay, next you go to product and services because this is about product pricing. So I take this, maybe this water bottle as example, click view inside. This is where you can set up the custom pricing. Turn on this button, enable custom price. And then here you assign you just add new, for example, you just like this, press add pricing and then choose the price level. So here you can see I already choose the royal customer, and then you can see that, okay, my default pricing is actually 25 ringgit. Okay, default pricing sell to customer, normal customer is 25 ringgit. But any of the customer, which is my loyal customer, they can enjoy pricing, no need to pay 25 ringgit per unit. They can enjoy 18 ringgit per unit if they buy minimum quantity of 5 units. So you can get the system to help you to remember the pricing like what I mentioned, so that you don't need to key in the amount every time when you issue the invoice. So whoever contact being assigned to this price level, it will automatically change the pricing to 18 ringgit when you choose minimum 5 unit. And if let's say you didn't assign the price level, maybe just this one particular customer can enjoy the pricing, you don't need to select any price level, you just choose the customer name here also can. Okay, so here let me show you how it will actually works when you issue the invoice. So you create new invoice. I choose 1 playground syndrome per heart, and then you sell the water bottle. So by right you can see water bottle come out. Default price is 25 ringgit, and of course in basic training we say that you can still amend it, no issue. So default pricing is 25, straight away automatically come out the default pricing. If let's say I change to 5 ringgit, it will auto change to 18 ringgit. So this is how the price level can help you remember the pricing. And of course, if you want to further still amend it, no issue on that, you can still amend that. Okay, so this is about the price level. Okay, so the next thing is I want to share this form design. So for form design, I would like to share a bit more how you can further customize your form design, because in basic training we just touch and go, right? So here for this demo purpose, I want to duplicate this existing form design so that I can show you how it looks like. So for demo purpose, I just name as a demo, okay, and then I save. Okay, so this is for my demo. So I create because you can actually create multiple form design. So I go to sales module. Let me show you how it looks like with this current form design first. Maybe I take this example, this invoice, and then I quick share view link. And when you print PDF, you can see you can select multiple form design lah, okay? And maybe I share a link, and then I choose this demo. Okay, no, okay. Now I'm viewing this invoice in the demo form design format. So this is how it looks like. Okay, we can remember like this. Okay, it's how it looks like now. Okay. Okay, I just go through a little bit. Let you have a run through what we have. The remark is here. Two type of signature. So this is the form design for this invoice now lah. Okay, for this demo form design. So now let's customize on the form design. So I go back to the form design, this demo view. So here you can have six form design template that you can actually choose lah. So I just remain as standard because it's up to your preference. And here you can adjust the color that you want. Maybe I change to, let's say, this green color maybe. Okay, so you can see the preview is here lah. So let me see, it will be changing soon. Just give me a moment. It might be take some time for it to reflect in the, yeah. So let's say now it is changing. Just example lah. And then here I'm going to share is the title. So let's say you need a Malay title or Mandarin title or a different title for that transaction. You can actually put it in so that it will not be showing as invoice anymore. It will be showing as the title that you prefer. Okay. And the next thing is this, the item column that you want to show or hide. So you can see my current design will be showing all this. Maybe I try to show the net amount as well. Of course, this all depends on your needs. So I'm trying to turn on this. And the customize label here. So see, depends on your need, whether you want to customize the label or not. And then here I would like to share, and I might not be able to go through every single thing. You can have a try later. I will be going through the main one. Okay, so this is a contact info, very straightforward, whether you want to show the which information of your customer. Okay, let's say you want to show email, you can just show it, no issue on that. And then here, this is initially is at bottom. So let me go back to invoice. At bottom will be something like this. So you can see here there's some spacing here, right? So the remark is actually at bottom. So now we change to after content maybe. Okay, and the font size of the remark you can still adjust. Maybe I put smaller. Okay, and the rest of the thing I think I'm going to remain as well. And then I click save. So I already updated this form design of this demo. So let me refresh on the same link of this form design of this invoice. So you can expect some changes in the form design. Okay, you can see the green color is like this. And just now I put the remark after content, right? So you can see it's go up already. Okay, but sorry about that. Actually, I want to show you another important thing is actually, if let's say your company have multiple branch, let's say you want to issue the invoice from this branch A or issue invoice from this branch B. So now the invoice is always showing the HQ address. You can see here, the HQ address, right? So what you can do is, after you set in the company profile, you can actually choose from here. So maybe I'll show you how the company profile looks like. My company profile is already set up. You can see one is HQ, my default billing. I did add multiple. This is KL branch. So that's why here I can choose the KL branch. So here I save this with for this form design KL branch. I click save. So you can actually refresh it. You can when you print the invoice by choosing this particular form design, then it will mean you will see the branch address instead of the HQ address. Okay, yeah, so you can see it changing already. So next thing is I want to show you another thing is the override remark and signature. So here, so usually our remark and signature will be setting under the company setting, conventional customer setting as per what we share in the basic training, right? So sometimes some special customer or specific invoice, you need a special remark or special signature that you don't want to use the company setting one. So what you can do is you can use form design to override the default setting. So you default here you turn on the override, and then maybe I put a testing lah. Okay. And the signature, you can see now it is showing proper, right? Two signature, and the remark is the default setting from the default setting. So here I choose maybe signature 6 because I remember I already set up another signature 6, and then I save again, and then I refresh this. You can expect that your remark is different. So imagine you print this invoice with this form design, your remark and signature not going to take out from the company setting, which is the default one. It will be take out from the other signature. So you can see this is my testing. Just now I simply type the testing remark, and this is the signature which is different from the company setting. Okay, so this is what I'm sharing for you today's form design. So of course, lastly, when you print the form design, you just remember that select the correct form design to print the invoice and then share to your customer. Okay, so now I'm done for control panel. I'm going through this sales module. So a few scenarios that I want to show. The first one is in our basic training, we guide that you can straight away transfer to the invoice, right? So now you just create the quotation. So quotation is confirmed, you want to request payment, right? So what you will do is transfer this quotation to the invoice. So very straightforward, everything copy and paste. You need to key in yourself. You can see this is what in my quotation, 10 bar of chocolate bar and also 5 unit of this water bottle. So transferring from this quotation. So what if, for example, maybe that you just want to charge them partially, or maybe they just need they don't need all the amount, they just need part of the amount only. How you can manage it partially is you can create this manage transfer item here, and then you can see you can actually amend the quantity. So instead of apply all 10 bar, you can actually half for it, 5 bar. Let's say water bottle, I want to apply 2 only. So confirm. So you can see that only transfer partially only. And then further, you also can actually add on the other quotation to be transferred into this invoice as well. So from here, the same button, you create another quotation. So maybe I pick this second quotation as well, and then okay. And then inside this second quotation, I have this 15 bar of this chocolate bar. Same thing, I apply 5 unit. So which means you can see that I can manage partial transfer from one quotation, and also can actually make multiple quotation transfer into this one invoice. So once I save it, and then this invoice is created, when I go back to the quotation, you will expect that it's partial transfer. So this is how you can do the transferring from one quotation to multiple invoice, or is multiple quotation into one invoice also can. Okay, so the next thing is this example is okay, is under sales invoice module. Okay, so for example, okay, this invoice, you can see total amount is 180 ringgit and the balance is 90 ringgit because this invoice have been partially paid by the customer. So initially it's 180 ringgit, right? They already partially paid by paid by the customer with 90 ringgit. So about the balance, what happened to the balance is maybe for now, for example, the customer don't want to pay anymore. The balance of the product, or maybe the balance customer don't want anymore, or maybe your side want to give discount to them. So end up the balance that the client don't need to pay anymore. So what you can do for such situation is you need to issue the credit note, right? Because we don't usually direct amend the invoice in proper accounting. So to actually reduce the invoice amount, we need to use the credit note. So in basic training, we guide that you can actually usually we actually fully offset the full amount of the invoice, but in this case it's partial amount. So how you can do is 3 dot and then copy to credit note. So initially it's actually 10 unit. So now I already pay half, right? So maybe 5 unit of this water bottle client don't want anymore. So you need to reverse it. So I choose 5, I put in 5 unit, and then I take on just now the invoice to offset it, 90 ringgit, and then I click save. So when I click save, this credit note is created. So this credit note is under here. And then you go back to the invoice just now, you will actually expect that it's already become 0. So you click view inside because already partial paid by the sales payment and also offset reversed by the credit note. So this is the first situation that I want to show you. Second situation is about sales refund. So for example, let's say this example, invoice 592. So total amount is 180 ringgit. So customer also fully pay already, but because due to some reason, you need to refund the money to the customer. Maybe that your customer want to return the product, or maybe the product is damaged and then the customer was complaining to you or something like that. So you need to do a refund, but they already pay to you. So how you can do the sales refund? So what you can do is you can actually using the direct function copy to credit note. So for sales refund, you need to do credit note and sales refund. So how you do it is you copy to credit note. So imagine that I want to do full refund. So I just remain the product in my for my invoice, and then you don't need to take on any invoice because the invoice already paid, the payment already made. So you don't need to reverse the invoice. The invoice will be still finalized already paid. So you don't need to knock off any of the invoice, and then you just click save. Once you click save, it will ask you, there's an unapplied credit. Do you want to really proceed? No worry, you just press OK. Okay, you just press OK. So after that, this credit note is done. It's showing outstanding, right? So how now for now, after you've done the credit note, so now when you actually already refund the money to your customer, right? What you can do is you put on this action, add refund. You just click this add refund directly from the credit note, and then same thing, all the transaction details is auto come out and even do the knock off. So you choose the correct bank account that you pay the refund and then click save. Okay, so this is how you record the sales refund. So the sales refund will be under here, this one. 100 ringgit will be under this module. And just now a credit note will be this one. So no worry on that. The credit note actually, when you copy like that, you will see the reference number of the invoice. So you will see that this credit note is actually related to the invoice. So this is how you do the sales refund. So one last example is about apply refund for overpayment. So what is this means is, for example, let's say this invoice 1000 ringgit, okay? So 1000 ringgit is the total, and then maybe the customer make payment to you. So usually this is how you manually record the payment, right? Add payment and then directly record the payment, right? 1000 ringgit. But actually, in fact, customer accidentally pay you extra in one lump sum. They thought that maybe it's 2000 or maybe 1500. So they accidentally pay you extra. So how you can record is, instead of record 1000, because you receive 1500, let's say for example, you change to 1500, this is what you receive. And then the knock off, you still remain apply 1000 because the invoice is already 1000. And then you expect this overpayment 500 here. So you just click save because you receive 1500. And same thing, you get the message unapplied credit. You just press OK. So in this sales payment, you can see that there's an overpayment of 500. So usually this 500, what you want to do, you can use it to offset future invoice, or you want to do refund also can. So let's say you want to offset for future invoice, you click view into it. So imagine now already create a new invoice again, and then you want to apply this extra payment to the invoice. You can go down and then take on the invoice. Just take on the second invoice, just like this only. So imagine now you want to actually refund the money, right? Or before that, maybe I show you one more thing. Instead of you come in to take on it, actually when you create the invoice, you can straight away add the credit as well. So which means, for example, I issue to the same customer, and then I add the product that I want to sell. This is where you can add the credit just now. So this is my 500 credit just now. So this is how you use the overpayment to offset the future invoice. But in this case, I want to show you how you refund the 500 ringgit. So come back to here. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, here. Come back to here. You can click on add refund. So actually, you can make from outside as well lah. So add refund, and then same thing, the same process. Choose the correct bank account and then click save. So once it's done, the refund is done already, and the payment will come no more already lah. So 500 already refund to customer. So this is something that I want to share using some record transaction in this sales module. So the next thing is this Bukku Connect that I want to show you. Okay, what is Bukku Connect? So Bukku Connect, imagine that you yourself as a supplier and your customer both also using Bukku. Both of you are using our Bukku user. So Bukku Connect allow you to send invoice to another Bukku user who is your customer, where the invoice will be automatically appear as supplier bill at their end. So now maybe I show you at one example. I want to issue invoice to this alphabet Senjuan Berhad. So this customer is also Bukku user. I know that they're using Bukku accounting software as well. So what you can do is you click view inside. You need to key in their Bukku Connect key. So where you get their Bukku Connect key? So actually, for example, I go to this another URL. So actually, this is Alphabet Senjuan Berhad their URL lah. So same goes to your profile. It's the same thing. You can get your own Bukku Connect key in your company profile here. So go to Control Panel, Company Profile. You scroll down. This is the Bukku Connect key. So you get the Bukku Connect key from Alphabet Senjuan Berhad. You copy and then paste to this contact module. So same goes to yourself. Let's say your supplier need your Bukku Connect key. You just go to your own control panel, company profile, and then send the Bukku Connect key to your supplier. So now I did set here and then you click save. So how it can be useful for you is, imagine now I issue invoice to this Alphabet Senjuan Berhad. I create new invoice and then I choose this Alphabet Senjuan Berhad, sell my item as per usual. Okay, I just change to 5 unit lucky. And then when you click save, you expect this notification. Just it will only appear when you click save at the new invoice. It will ask you, the invoice will be forwarded to your customer Alphabet Senjuan Berhad. Do you want to proceed? What you can do is okay. So when you press okay, your invoice is created. So let's see what Alphabet Senjuan Berhad received. So you can see this, how they receive. First thing, notification. Bill received from Advanced Training Senjuan Berhad, which is the account I'm using now. So now as the customer, you can press on it, go into it. You see that this bill is actually auto-recorded in your accounting software for the customer. So it will be created as a draft version now. So what you can do is you just double check the details and then also link to your inventory tracking. Just select the necessary and your accounting for the account code. And then after everything is review done, if let's say you want to mark as ready, which means this is really ready already, it's already finalized, you can mark as ready. Okay, so and then okay. So this bill is actually already officially in your accounting software lah. And then you can also actually check out the attachment as well. So when we issue invoice, you have the invoice PDF invoice, right? It's actually auto attached in this attachment as well. So you click on it. This is what the advanced training, my account, the supplier account issues to you. You can see this invoice in PDF in the attachment as well. So this is how the Bukku Connect can help you if let's say your customer also a Bukku user. Okay. So next item I have to show you our stock inventory system in Bukku lah. So here will be a little bit accounting. So here let me come back to here. So when you sign up the account, when you sign up the free trial account, right? If you can recall, you can see this inventory system. Okay. So here we have there's two type of inventory system, which is the perpetual and also periodic. So these are the two methods of tracking inventory level and calculating your cost of goods sold. So it's a different kind of inventory method. So allow me to share a little bit on this part. So for perpetual inventory, it's done as sales and inventory purchase happen in real time. Whereas for the periodic inventory, it's done at the end of the period to create the financial statement, whereby you manually key in the closing stock. So maybe I show you some pictures so that you have some idea. So for perpetual, usually it's more on modern way. Okay, usually the company will not do the stock count. They want the system to auto calculate the cost of sales for their inventory. So what happens is now this advanced training, this company is actually using perpetual. So when you create a product, right? So let's say I go back to my water bottle, for example. You turn on this track inventory. You can see the inventory account is this inventory. Sales income account will be the you can of course you can fully customize, and this is the default one, sales income, and the cost of goods sold will be under cost of sales. So the type of account for this when they purchase for this beside the I'm buying here will be under cost of sales. So how the system will actually automatically calculate the the cost of sales is, for example, this water bottle. You go to bill when you purchase this water bottle. Let me take this existing bill. You can see I already select this water bottle in the bill lah. The double entry here, it will be actually debit the inventory. It will not show the cost of sale yet. It will debit inventory, which means increase your inventory when you purchase this stock. In Perpetual, it will increase the inventory account, debit inventory account. And then when you sell this water bottle, this inventory product to your customer, let me take this example maybe. Okay, this one. This is one of my invoice. Same thing, I sell the water bottle to the customer. You create the double entry, and before that, you will still record under sales income because all your sales is record under sales income account, right? And then when you check the double entry, system will automatically credit your inventory, reduce your inventory. Second thing is cost of sales automatically calculate for you, debit cost of sales at the double entry. So this is how the Perpetual inventory working for you automatically to calculate the cost of sales. So actually in Perpetual, in Bukku, our formula is actually about this. So let me paste here to let you have a idea. So you can see here. So Bukku is using average wages to track the inventory, which means we are using average cost lah. So you can see it's total value divided by total stock on hand. Okay, and then in your profit and loss report, you will see something like this. Is like sales income and then minus cost of sales. Is very simple and direct. So you can see how system help you to actually calculate the cost of sales in real time. It's actually in real time when you purchase, when you sell, all in real time. So now what is periodic about? So let me go through the another account which is using periodic. What's the difference? Okay. So before that, let me come back to here. In Perpetual, the stock module, you can see adjustment and transfer only. In periodic account, you will expect the extra module, which is this periodic value. But before I go through this module, maybe I explain a little bit what is periodic inventory about. So usually for this company using periodic inventory method, they'll be manually key in the closing stock. Usually they will prefer to see something like opening and closing stock account in their profit and loss. Usually they will use doing stock count at their end. Like in old generation company, those big company, right, in traditional company or old company, they will actually do their stock count by their end one. So usually likely they are actually using periodic inventory method. So how it work is, same thing in periodic, you can actually still enable the inventory tracking. So for example, this matcha KitKat, you can see I'm still turn on this inventory tracking even though I'm doing top count. And then I'm buying here, this is not a cost of sales account, will be purchase account. And actually this is still cost of sales. It's just that name as purchase account. So what it happened is when you purchase the stock with the bill in periodic, it will actually, you can see is actually debit the purchase account. When you double click to check the double entry, you can see all is debit purchase. It's not touching your inventory account at all. Straight away go to your so-called cost of sales purchase account, debit purchase account. And then when you sell, you can see that, for example, this invoice, same thing, I sell this item, no matter is track inventory or non-track inventory, is under sales income account, and my double entry here, I will not see the cost of sales also because the purchase already under the bill. So you can see that system did not help you to auto calculate the cost of sales at all. So how you manage is, you in periodic, they will issue the purchase, record their purchase, record their sales as per usual. And then after they are done their stock count, they will actually every month or every year, they come to here, the stock module, periodic value table, to manually key in their monthly or yearly closing stock. Sometimes they will do it monthly, sometimes they will do it yearly, so up to your business. So here you can see I already key in quite monthly for the closing stock for my inventory. So which means instead of system to help you calculate it, so you need to manually key in it. So what happened in your report is, will be showing something like this. So you go to a profit and loss, you can see that your cost of sales is still cost of sales, but it will be something, this is a formula. So the formula will be the cost of sales will be opening stock plus the purchase minus the closing stock. So this is what in periodic will be seeing it. And of course for this For this closing stock amount that I mentioned just now here under the periodic value, right? Actually, this is about presentation of your report. You can still using our closing stock, which is calculated by Bukku, and then you follow it and then key under here. So for example, you go to this report section, and then you go to maybe this eventually summary report. Just a moment, eventually summary report. Let's say it's just that about presentation of your report. You want to see opening stock and closing stock, and you are okay with Bukku eventually method, which is using the average cost to calculate. You can actually pull this total value of this closing stock and then put it under this table. Also can, it's possible. So it really depends on you. So let's say for this part, if let's say you're unsure, it's the best to check with your certified accountant for more information, because this is about accounting a little bit. So you need to check out on that lah. So which method you are using it. So which means in periodic, you can still enable event tracking under the periodic and use the stock figure to fill up the table. So but just note that the cost of sale will not auto post. So which means you need to manage with this table so that it will appear in the report. So just now you can see this is a report for the perpetual cost of sales, and then for the periodic will be something like this. So that's the difference. Okay, so that's all about my stock module. Okay, so the next thing I want to share is journal entry. So in journal entry, we have this, I want to share this file integrations with this payroll record. So we do have file integration with these three service providers, which is Telenos, Payroll Panda, and also Kaki Tangan. This means you can export a file from the payroll system and import it into Bukku, where all the transaction will be auto record it for you, which means you don't need to record the staff salary by yourself. So let's say you are using any of this service on any of this payroll system, right? You can actually utilize these features. So you come to here, you check the file. So what you do is you just extract the payroll file from your service provider. And then here I got one example, this Telenos their payroll file. I just track to here. So I choose Telenos, and then I turn on this payroll record. And then this is now is August, right? So my payroll record, the salary is actually for July 1. So I remain as 31st of July. And then I want system to auto record my payout as well to the staff. So I turn on the salary payment. So you can choose you just like doing your mapping to the account. So choose the correct bank account that you use to pay out the salary. The payment date is when is it you pay to the staff. Usually, like for example, July salary you pay in August, right? So you just select accordingly. So this one also, so if let's say you want to trace by supplier name, so you can actually choose the contact name as well. So for Soso as well. Okay. So let's say PCP, if let's say there is PCP monthly PCP bottom the monthly chukai one, and then you can actually choose as well. Okay. And if let's say got Zagat, you can turn as well. But in this case, my phone don't have Zagat, so I just don't turn it on now. So when you click save, you can expect that journal entry is auto created. This is the one. So I click view inside. You can see all the journal entry is auto generate record by the system. You don't need to manual doing it. And next thing is for the payout under money out, you will auto as well. So this is the four payout for record by the system. So you click on it, for example, City Aisha, their salary, you can see that the entry is all automatically according to the account. So this is what we're having for the file integration with the payroll system that can help you to avoid manually record the staff salary record. So the next thing is I want to share this fixed asset module. So in basic training, we are like touch and go a bit how you can actually register and run the depreciation, right? So here, there's quite a number of steps. So I will try to cover the step. So for fixed asset, the first step you need to set up is of course the child account. So the child account, I believe that you can follow the basic training to set a child account. Like for example, here I already set up the fixed asset account for this computer for the cost and accumulated depreciation, furniture as well. So first step is you set up the child account first, the account code for the fixed asset first. And then the second step is you go to control panel, asset type. You need to register to the asset type first. So you can see you click new. So this is the things that you need to key in now. So maybe I show you the existing one. Let's say this computer equipment, you create will. So just now what you set up the account, you just assign accordingly. So for cost account, assign to the asset account. Depreciation account is the accumulated distribution account. And expense account will be the depreciation account. Okay, and for the method, this is just the default setting. So you can consult your accountant as well. So what kind of method that you use to depreciate your fixed asset. So here is the default setting. When you register asset, it will auto appear the default setting lah. So here you can see I did set up as straight line, and then it's by useful life and 4 years. This for my computer equipment. Okay, so after you've done these 2 steps, and then you can proceed to the fixed asset registration. So come to here, fixed asset registration. So you create register, and then because for example you purchase new fixed asset, right, you will record the purchase under purchase bill or money out, right? So when you record, you will see the choices here. If let's say you can't see, it's okay, maybe it's last financial year one, so you don't need to select it. So the convenient to select is because it will auto help you to fill up some details. For example, the name of the asset, the purchase date, it will auto pull out from your purchase bill. So this is how it can help you lah. And then next thing, the asset type. So this is MacBook, right? So I choose computer equipment. So once I choose the asset type, you can see the default setting all is coming out. The straight line 4 years. Of course, you can still amend it lah. Okay. So second thing is the asset type. So all these you just key accordingly, and then you can save already. For this partial depreciation, let's say for example you are doing data migration, right? So maybe your fixed asset already partially depreciated by your last financial year or in the previous accounting software, then you need to turn on this one. So so that it can be continue the depreciation from your last financial year. So you just key in the accumulated depreciation in this column. So here I'm going to turn off because this is a new purchase of this fixed asset, and then I create save. So when you create save, so what you can do is actually depreciate the fixed asset lah. So I choose until end of the year, and then depreciate the fixed asset, everything, and then it's by monthly. So this is what I create just now, right? The MacBook and a quick view on it. So these are all the amount, and of course you can actually roll back as well lah. You can actually roll back. Let's say you do wrongly on the depreciation, you can actually roll back to earlier, up to you. Okay, so everything will be rolled back already, and the depreciation the amount will be gone already. You can see it's gone already. So next thing is this. I want to show how you can depose the fixed asset. Let's say you sell the fixed asset. So what you can do is you can actually create view inside, and then you can create this depose. And then you create depose, and then maybe for example depends when you deposit. Let's say today, and I put in maybe I deposit 2,000 ringgit. And then this whether you want to go to which account, and then when is your last depreciation for this fixed asset, and the account you can just key in accordingly. Of course you need to set up the account first lah, okay, and then you can click this button to deposit. So this is how you deposit already. So let's say you wrongly deposit, you can undepose lah, so no worry on that. So when you deposit, you can see system will actually calculate the gain and loss for you as well. Okay, so this is how you can actually utilize the fixed asset module for the depreciation, and also for the asset deposit, so that system can help you to calculate the capital gain and loss. And one more thing is, of course, there's a report as well lah. So usually your accountant will be checking on it. So you can see we have this fixed asset listing, depreciation schedule, and deposit schedule. So usually people will be looking at this depreciation schedule. So you can select column. So I will not be going through in details, but this is something that you can know lah for this fixed asset module for the relevant report. Okay, and the next thing I want to show is this flow stream. Okay, so what is this flow stream is? So our Bukku Accounting is trying to make the sales automation easy with this module, so that you can have your sales flowing into Bukku Accounting automatically overnight from your POS system or e-commerce platform. So which means this flow stream allow you to connect your own POS system. For now, actually, we actually done the direct integration with Store Hub, which means this Store Hub will be one of your stream in this flow module. So you can see that I already connect this Store Hub lah. So how you can connect is go to control panel. flow stream, and then you pair this connect and the store hub, because already done the direct integration with store hub. So let's say you're using store hub, you can utilize this function. So you just key in accordingly your store name, your username, and for this username and the password, you need to get from the customer team from store hub. And then here, for the auto sync, if you turn on, which means overnight system will help you auto sync the order, the order into Bukku accounting. So we suggest that you can turn it on. For the invoice, it's up to you, because after it's synced, you can actually you need to post the order as sales record into Bukku accounting. Later I'll show you, explain more how it works lah. So usually we will prefer to actually review first, but of course you want everything to be automated, you can turn it on. And then for the sales grouping, we have two types: sales by SKU and all sales. Sales by SKU, which means it will link your inventory checking as well. For example, you sell how many water bottle in store hub, it will link to your Bukku accounting inventory checking as well, so that you can trace how many balance you left for the water bottle. So you need to choose sales by SKU so they can trace. Let's say you don't need to trace, you just need to record daily sales amount. You can choose all sales lah. Okay, so here I already connected. Once you connect, you can do the mapping. Okay, where you do the mapping here is something like this. Okay, so depends, maybe you have different branches for the POS system, right? So here you can actually assign the store, the location, stock location, and the contact where you want to use to record the store hub sales, and the number format as well. Later I will show you. And the next thing is this test code mapping. Everything for here you can follow our article, because you need to refer to your store hub account to do the mapping, like to do the matching on all these location, the text mapping, and the payment as well, payment method as well. You can follow our article. There's a guideline to help you, and also the account mapping. Once you done the mapping, okay, technically you are done. So what it happened is, you can actually view digest. Okay, but before that, you can actually view from here, or you can actually come to full stream and then bookmark. Once you connect, you expect this new module is here. Okay, so here you can see digest. So actually, what is digest? So the system will consolidate all individual order of the day into a daily sales digest from your connected POS system into Bukku through the flow module. So let's say for example, you have 10 order in store hub in a day, 10 order. These all will be combined into one digest and sync to Bukku accounting. So just like I mentioned, the auto sync is sync this digest. Okay, and then each digest will be contain all the relevant details of the day transaction. So let's say for example, this 29th of April, I create view, this is my total sales of that day. Okay, I create view inside. So you can see this is a summary, total sales, and then what is the payment method, all listed out clearly. And then the second part is the item that I sell for that day as well. So did you back this order, you can see that total 5 order in that day. So you can see in this one digest there are 5 order on this day. So you can inspect it to see that each order their details. Like for example, first order is selling this item, this amount, and then the next one is actually this amount, something like that. So you can inspect the order lah. So you can see one digest, multiple order. This is how it sync to Bukku. So next thing is, because just now I didn't turn on the auto invoice, right? And this account is using sales by SKU. So now after you verify everything, it looks good. This is just syncing the digest only, the order only. Now you need to post to Bukku accounting in accounting as a sales record, right? Now you need to record the accounting. So what you can do is 3 dot post to invoice, and then okay. Then it's done already. So let's say you turn on the auto invoice, this will be automated as well. So let's go through how it looks like for the sales by SKU. So this is the invoice. So just now I mentioned the contact for the mapping, right? This is the contact lah, okay, and the number format as well. And this is, you can see line by line, all the item is listed, total how many. So it will actually link to your inventory tracking in Bukku as well. So let's say it's all up. Another posting which is all sales, how it looks like. I'll be using another account. This is by all sales one. So how it looks like is, let's say I go through this flow module, and this is already posted lah. So let me check how is it posted as all sales method. For all sales, you can see that it will not be line by line item. It's just all sales. It's a daily sales total. So it depends on your needs, whether you need the event tracking or not, then or maybe you want to check the product sales in product report or not. If they say no need, you just total sales is good enough. If let's say you need to post with sales by SKU. Okay, so this is how our flow stream works, and in future we'll be having more integration for all those e-commerce platform but for now it's just POS store hub POS system. So last thing I want to share for today is this Bukku Store. So Bukku Store, quite a number of users unsure about what is this features. It's actually something like online mini store, like an online e-commerce platform for you to actually sell item online. It's just like an online shopping website like that. So what you can do is you come to setting, you activate this Bukku Store, and then here, because I'm not going to show you the payment gateway again now, because basic training we get the payment gateway. So here I want to show the manual transfer one. So I'm not going to turn on this online payment. So I put the manual remark for the payment instruction for my customer to make payment to this bank account. And then here you can do the setting like allow negative eventually hide out of stock or not. And then here, whether the order when there is when the customer make order, you want to record the sales, right? So it's under what type of contact, so that you can trace this order is coming from this Bukku Store. You can choose, and then here the banner, let me upload a proper one. So you can upload a banner for your Bukku Store. And then here is you can see whether you want to receive the notification when there's an order placed, and also you can enable this contact form as well. Let's say let your customer to contact you. So here I'm going to actually copy a temporary email so that later on I can show you how it will looks like lah. Okay, I click save. Okay, so now this is how you activate the Bukku Store setting lah. And then next thing, because I show you, I go to some content page. We also allow you to have your own term and condition and return policy to be written and show on your online store lah. So for example, TNC, you quick view on it, there's a standard one. You can actually customize that, no issue on that. You want the title, the title, how is it, you want to publish or not, you can do this customization, and also your return policy as well. You can fully customize that. Okay, and next thing we have some special features are like the features like coupon for you to help you actually, like for example, I use this example. So for example, let's say customer buy something, they can key in some coupon code to enjoy the discount, just like how we online shopping. You can key the name and then set up the code. 888, let's say for example lah, okay, 888 you have a promotion. You can set whether it's percentage or fixed amount. Let's say here I set as 10%, 10%, and then there's a minimum order of 50 ringgit in order to enjoy this discount lah. And then you can set expire date or even quota, how many people can enjoy this coupon code. Okay, this is how you can set. And then next thing is this stock category. So for stock category is you want to show what kind of item that you want to sell to customer. So you can see I already set up properly. What you can do is click on category, and then you name your category name, for example, maybe on sales, let's say for example lah, okay. And then you can choose the product that you want to show on the Bukku Store. So let's say you just take on this like this only, add to the category. Okay, and then you click save. And then I'm going to show you how the Bukku Store will looks like. So you just press this button, visit store. So this is your Bukku Store link. Okay, you can send this and copy paste this link and share to your customer for your customer to actually buy the store from your company online lah. So this is how your Bukku Store looks like. Your banner, your product that you on sales, you can see like this. Okay. So as a customer, now I got your link. I want to actually buy something. How you can buy? So I buy this chocolate bar. Okay, I buy this and then add to the cart. I want to buy my Chucky cake as well, just like as for online shopping. And then I will cart, and then maybe I want to actually increase more. Okay, and then just now I got coupon code, right? So I just paste my coupon code and then apply. Oops, sorry. So let me apply it, and then you can see I got the discounts already. Okay, I got the discount. And then here is, as a customer, now I make payment next. So I key my name, let's say my name, and a number, the email. So let's say I copy this temporary email as well. Okay, and then any instruction or address you can key in, and then I check out, and then place order. So as a customer, I place order. So because this is manual bank transfer, I didn't turn on the payment gateway, right? So you can see order payment pending for payment now. Okay, so in the mailbox here, you can see as a customer, you will actually receive this email lah, pending for payment. And then as for your company Perpetual, you can receive this new order is received. Maybe I open for you to see. So customer, you can receive something like this in your email. Okay, this is what customer will see that, oh, you have to, based on the instruction, to make the payment. So just give me a moment for it to load out. Okay, I'm not sure why it's not loading. Just give me a little bit time. Okay, it seems like taking time to load. So maybe I'm not going to show you because it's taking time, but you can expect the email when your customer make order, and your customer will also receive the email when they make order lah. Okay, so come back to here. So you will see this order appear in your Bukku Store order listing as well. So you can see from here, this is just now what I made. So you can see this is what I made just now, pending payment. So imagine that now customer inform you that, oh, I already make payment to you, bank transfer to your account. So what you can do is actually make as mark as ready. So you can update the status, and then this invoice is already finalized lah. So actually you go through this is the invoice number, and this is the one Bukku Store sales, and then click view inside. You can see my name is here, and then this is what I buy just now. Okay, my coupon code is here, and then you can see it's from Bukku Store as well. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so and then for Bukku Store will be all under cash sales, which means it's immediately payment now. So all the Bukku Store will be saved as cash sales as well. Okay, so I think that's all for my sharing for today for this session. So now let me go through your Q&A session. So see whether you have any questions. Okay, here I have one question for section interesting store concept, but how about the postage and transaction fees? Yeah, so now our Bukku Store is very simple, as you can see. So the postage and transaction fee is not able to be supported in the Bukku Store. So a workaround is maybe you can add a new product as named as transaction fees. Or the shipping fees, for example, and then your customer need to manually add the product, select the product when they check out. So this is what you can do now. Yeah. Okay, so currently it's not like very advanced, but a simple one. Yeah. Okay, I hope this help your answer your questions. Okay, thank you. You can let me know if any. How about tagging? ASEAN here. May I know what is the questions for the how about tag? Can you maybe clarify more on your questions for me? Will this advanced Bukku training can be viewed at YouTube as well, just like basic? Yes, later I think I'll be posting this to YouTube, or maybe you can reach out to our customer supporting at live chat there, and then you request the recording link. Our team can share with you later. Yeah, because we need to check out whether which version going to post in YouTube. But this recording I can make it, and then we will share with you as a for the recording link can. You just later on you request from the customer team, we will share with you. Can we save our current banking account in Bukku Cloud? Can we save our current banking account in Bukku Cloud? Teacher here, I would like to have clarification. What kind of, maybe you can give me some example, what kind of banking account that you want to save in Bukku Cloud? Maybe some example for me to understand better. As in, what if I want to tag as project and location? Yes, project is using the tagging as well. So just now, you go to control panel, and then the tag function here, you need to set up the tagging here for the project. And then when you issue the invoice, remember assign the tag to your transaction here. Remember assign. As for the location, may I know, is it multi-store location or how is it? Because it might be different. Monthly statement, hold on, key decision. Can we say monthly statement in Bukku Cloud? If let's say you want to system to keep the statement, yes, you can go to control panel, file manager to help you to keep. I hope that you are referring to this, or else are you referring to the bank reconciliation? But let's say when you upload to bank, our smart recon, the bank reconciliation, it will not auto save your bank statement. So let's say you want to save inside the system, yes, you come to control panel, file manager, upload it to here. Okay, means I can use 2 tag per transaction. If let's say the tag is from different tag group, yes, you can. Need to be different tag group. So for example here, I create new invoice again. Okay, so you can see I can choose Damansara, but I cannot choose the other same tag from the individual from the same tag group, but I can still choose the other tag from the other tag group. Okay, same store. Just want to identify income by project name, perhaps by location. I think you can use tag function. Yes, yes. And then you can use tag function, project name and the location. Yes, you can identify income by project location using a tag function. Okay. Okay, thank you. And let me know if let's say I missed out any question, you can repeat again. Yeah, no worry. Thank you, Ajian. Yep. Okay. And if let's say today maybe now for now you can't think of any questions, or maybe later on when you try out the features you realize that you have more questions that you want to clarify, you can actually reach out to our customer support team from the live chat. We'll be happy to assist, no worry on that. Okay. And for those, let's say you need the recording version, you can let our customer team know, and then we'll share the link to you later. Okay. So I will see if any one of you if have any questions for me to answer. Yep. Will Telenos or other will have training too? May I know what kind of training that you are referring to? Because for the Telenos is another payroll system. So we only have the file integration that help you to automatically record the staff salary only. Payroll training, but actually for Bukku here, we don't have payroll function. So we are only a accounting software that help you to record the payroll only. So what I showed just now, download the file from their system, and there's a guidance from them how to extract the file in order for you to upload to Bukku lah. But maybe you can clarify more what kind of training that you need for me lah. Yeah. Or you're looking for how to use their Telenos system or anything. Yeah. You can let me know. Okay, how to use their system, right? For this one, really need to reach out to them because they are the separate service provider. It's not can say not really related to us because we only done the file integration with them, not a direct integration also. And we are not they are actually different company, can say that. So how to use their system, you can actually reach out to their customer team and then check out with them. Yeah. No worry, thank you on that. Mhm. We still have a bit more time. You can let me know if, let's say, you have any questions. Maybe I wait for another 1 minute and see any one of you have any further questions for me to answer. Hmm, it seems that there's no question from any one of you. Maybe I can actually end this section, maybe. And of course, if let's say if you have any question or you need any assistance, please feel free to reach out to us. Okay, we'll be helping you lah. So yeah, I think I'll be ending this section for now. So thank you for all of you joining with me today. I hope this section can actually help you, or maybe you can understand for those module or features that we never cover in basic, and this is something that we wish to share with our user. I hope it helps. But of course, if let's say some of the part or maybe you need more clarification or unsure about that, just reach out to us. We'll be happy to assist you. So I think that's all for today. Thank you, everyone.